What's up guys, and welcome to Masohendo Plays. Today we have another re-upload of a video game I played on my previous channel, Mason the Brock Henderson. While I'm still working on moving my backlog of videos over to this one, I will continue to upload current Let's Plays on that channel. I also do reviews of TV shows and movies on that channel, and if you want to see me talk soccer, you can check out my other channel, Blues and Stripes. But to try to get caught up as quickly as possible, I'll be uploading 2 videos per day until we get caught up to the present series that I'm on. But with all that being said, let's get to the video. Back in the hideaway.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion.
What happened to Yota?
Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
Well, you're not wrong.
It's never ending.
I don't know if we ever got an answer as to why the crystal
Even
changed,
the sky
though.
seems to have grown tired of it all.
Things fall apart. The power of light. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Bahamut's essence. Tuning with the Bahamut not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows several new iconic abilities such as Impulse, which creates multiple spheres of light that pursue a target, dealing it continuous damage. Okay. Bahamut's feet. What? What is that? Holy crap. That's awesome. Use Bahamut's iconic feat, Wings of Light, to begin casting Mega Flare, an immensely powerful spell that showers enemies with a deluge of searing light. The longer the spell is charged, the more powerful the results. Press circle to cast a spell when ready. Taking damage while casting will cancel the spell. Okay.
Taya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
First, what does Jill have to say?
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
You're not wrong. The reading table. Got Cursebreaker Intelligence. I guess this is just a random Cursebreaker. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, over the hearts of a people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of Storm's final mother crystal. But now the realm endures. With each new flood to a few remaining children descend further into madness. Situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you when the new moon's turning. Till then our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. And quite the mess from Theodore. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Princess's royal tantrum. What of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a stillness might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Theodore. Okay, so it looks like we got some new stuff all around. First, let's check out Blackthorn. What do you got? Ask about the skies.
Fran about us, guys.
Won't help me get my work done. So I'm going to keep my forge and leave saving the world to those better suited to the task.
Unless that is.
They fancy giving me a hand shooing the birds. I don't think so. I'm going to leave that to you.
Californian, dear.
Ooh, Brightburn. That looks pretty sweet. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Should last you a good while.
Equip that, and it's better than what we have. Ooh, the Sons of Ouroboros. Or Ouroboros. So we need stained loincloth and marble flower. I'm guessing that I'm going to have to complete some hunts for that one.
That it?
Alright, that's it for now. What have you got, Karen?
Clive.
I get to do my awful Karen voice. I hope you're not expecting me to explain these skies. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it were the end of the world.
The whole realm's in chaos.
I've had orders cancelled on me left and right. And that's from the few associates I haven't lost contact
As
with.
the old saying goes.
There's opportunity in adversity. Market for shop steel's more bullish than ever. I'll find a way to keep this place fed and watered, don't you worry. I won't let our little family go hungry, whatever the weather. What do you got, Karen?
Go on, then.
Night Terror's Orchestrion Roll.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Last Elixir. Upon KO, automatically restores all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases attack power by 10%, defense by 30% for 60 seconds. So basically, that's your once more
Finished, are you?
Moogle coin from Kingdom Hearts 3 thing. Okay, what is the new stuff we got? Night Terrors. I don't hear anything. I heard that. Okay, just very ominous. I just realized they changed it to this one. I guess this is the new hideaway music that we got from the story. I'm not a fan of the fact that it's called Twilight, but that's just because I have a personal grudge. Okay, so we've got Brightburn. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go with that one. Still have no idea how I'm supposed to get other appearances. A little frustrated about that, honestly. Like, you give me the option to change my appearance, but you only give me one other option. Like, that's supposed to be a DLC thing that I have to purchase. Alright, before we talk to Otto, Nectar, what do you got? Ask about hunts. I, for one, am shocked. Shocked, I tell you. That certain members of your very own species have earned themselves a place in this rogues gallery, Kupo. But evil is as evil does, and it is every hero's duty to vanquish it, no matter how close to home it might appear, Kupo. What else? How goes the hunt, Kupo? As if these bogles weren't bad enough on their own, I heard that some of them like to invite friends to the party. But never fear, Kupo. I, Nectar the Bold, shall always be with you. In spirit, if you need more practical assistance, Kupo, then turn to Torgal. Good advice. Got 3 more down here. The 10 of Clubs. So we had the 9 of Knives, and now we have the 10 of Clubs. Interesting. Merchants who ply their trade across the fields of Korava tell of an outlaw 5 and 20 hands high, mighty of View, who preys upon unescorted travelers? Is that an old-timey word that I don't know about? They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages that litter the region. None has been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either or both of those qualities, the Dhalmekians beg your aid. So it's in Vimare or Vimar in Dhalmekia. Got the Magath brothers? Wow, so 2 sets of humans. Interesting. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of Iron Kingdom crusaders. One can only assume that they come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel to the area, lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Finally, Ruin Reawakened, another S-tier one. Sambraquois legend tells of a dead dread dragon who set near half the realm alight with his torrid breath before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Grieger herself, some sources claim. Though it has long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth, recent reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. Alright, so this is another one where I'm going to have to find out where it is. Okay, Otto, what's going on?
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could
Well,
be
thank you for
Lady
that.
Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Fair enough. Goat, you got anything to say?
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Recent events.
I don't mean to be gloomy.
But the world's gone to shit. Reports used to be about troop movements and chances to set bearers free. Now it's all ether floods, Akashic attacks, and plagues of bloody bandits. Cursebreakers and all other allies are doing what they can to keep their heads above water, but
They need all the help they can get.
they're counting on you, Clive. We all are. Appreciate
You
that.
watch yourself out there, all right?
Desiree,
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
recent events.
It's not true.
Is it, Clive? The world can't be ending, can it? We were struggling before the skies went dark, but now I can't imagine how we'll bear it all.
We've lost so much already.
When will it be enough? It won't end, will it, Clive? Probably not.
Off you
We're
go,
all
then.
gonna die. Vivian, what you got?
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
It's just who I am.
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
To be fair, it was a little bit more than just top of clock towers.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Are you going to give us another lesson? It seems like it.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm.
I have to remember the
Wow.
pronunciation of that.
In short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Very interesting.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Well, then we'll be ready for him. Actually, Vivian, I won't look at your thing right now, but ask about the skies. It is not merely the men and women of Valisthea who have been affected by the imbalance in the ether. These blackened skies have cast a pall over all the creatures of the realm.
Then how could it not?
They are living beings just as we are. Alas, their instinct drives them to flee from that which cannot be escaped, ushering them only to madness and death.
But are we any better?
We consider ourselves above such base instincts, and yet fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow man, to turn our ire to our own suffering, on those who suffer just as keenly as we do. If that is what it means to be human, Clive, I wonder if we are even worth saving at all. Well, that's a dark thought, Vivian.
I cannot claim.
Not to have been shocked to learn of Twinside's destruction. Indeed, I have long known that such a fate was all but guaranteed. A piece of parchment was all that ever stood between the Dominion and Chaos, and those who signed the treaty were only going to abide by it for as long as it suited them. Emperor Sylvester's invasion saw it torn to shreds at last, and as the pieces scattered to the winds, long-festered enmities came to the fore once more.
Such are the wages.
Of greed and distrust. Those in power pay heed to their whispers. They are like to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadel might not withstand.
Ironic, then,
that it should be Prince Theon, the boldest, most trustworthy player in this ignoble game, should deal the finishing blow. That's true.
Should I learn aught else, you will be the first to know.
It's interesting because it seems like Ultima might be able to control the minds of the dominants, maybe? Because he seemed to control Kupka, he seems to be controlling Barnabas, and right there at the end seemed to control Dion as well.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Maybe.
Will there be thunder?
Definitely. I'm wondering if the icons are somehow connected to Ultima, and so that gives Ultima the power over the dominants that control them, maybe?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
What made you
Is there
think
anything
that?
you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
Fair enough.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Would have been great. You'll forgive me, I
Perhaps
hope?
Otto will be more
Certainly
inclined
not.
to share his
Walked
thoughts
away.
when he hears what the others had to say.
Oh, Jill, you decided to join us.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
But it's...
It would. Actually, there are 3.
Oh, well.
We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it
So many
rains.
problems.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Thank goodness we can fast travel. Oh, looks like Goat's got some stuff for us.
How are you doing?
Doing good. Oh, is this just... Okay, got it. These are just the story quests.
Think you can help?
That popped up. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Okay, so we've got 1 hunt in Dhalmekia, 1 hunt in Rosaria, and I believe the secret one is somewhere here in Sambrek. So with that in mind, I think I'm gonna go to Rosaria first. Alright, it's over here in the Quiet Sands. Just because if I had to choose between going to see Martha or Lubor first, I'd rather see Martha first. Okay, Bahamut channel. I had to go ahead and just get this one opened up as well. Okay, so we've seen this one. These 2 abilities are... Okay, so little balls of light that keep attacking the enemies multiple times. This one is just fire breath, basically, that you can walk with. That's cool. Alright, this one... Oh, that's cool. So whenever you shoot magic or attack, it basically acts as a secondary attack. That's cool. And then his super powerful one, ultimate laser. I love it. Alright, well, since this is only 100, we'll do that one. And then we will upgrade Impulse. So shoots 4 instead of 2, it looks like. This is fun, but I want to give Bahamut a try for a little bit. Flare breath on that one. Yeah, so Mega Flare is cool. I will say I don't think I'll be able to use it to its fullest whenever I'm facing off against a boss, because there's no way I'd be able to dodge his attacks for that long. I'm going to assume that the upgraded version takes less time to fully charge. Here we go. First hunt. It's 3 big guys. The Magath brothers. Where's the Mageth, I wonder?
But not for long.
Down. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy, that's not good at all. That move is not good to use.
I needed that.
Oh. Yeah, I think this is the best way to handle this one, is just Dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay. 'Cause this would be great if I could Mega Flare them. Oh, I can do more than one. That's cool. Okay, one's almost done. Finish him. Okay, cool. Oh, thought I parried that one. Go ahead and stagger them both, hopefully. Sweet. Burn them both. Die, 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 die. Okay. Let's see if I can dodge them and finish them. And done. Notorious Marksley. Holy crap, that's a lot of experience. With a level up to boot. Excellent.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Now walk away like a badass.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Well, things are looking rough here at Martha's Rest. What you got that's new, merchant?
Right.
Darkest before the dawn. I'll buy it.
There you go.
And I probably need to sell all of my valuables, which is not anything, hardly.
Well.
That's cool. Martha, what's going on?
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
That's why we're here.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
Yeah.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Quest accepted. Flames of War.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
I'm wondering, because I'm hearing like this kind of soft instrument in the back with drums beating.
You don't think they've
I'm wondering if that's the new orchestrion roll that I just bought. Alright, gentlemen, I'm here to help.
Clive, wounded.
Oh no.
We deal with the Akashic first.
A lot of them. Just trying to shoot me from behind? I don't think so. Let me see if I can dodge enough to get to the second Mega Flare. Alright, so it's up to 2. Does it do more damage? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe it's just more bolts firing. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize that was going to be the last set. I thought it was going to be 3 waves of enemies. Never fear, Clive is here.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Oh.
We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Oh, we gotta go help them.
Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
I hope Wade's okay.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Alright, we can handle this. No problem. I wonder if this is gonna be all of these little side quests is just talk to the person that we help. They ask for help for something. We go kill some things and basically it. Alright, we've come to help. Come to save the day as usual. Oh, already lost one.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's.
Oh, he's alive.
But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh, no.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
Of course we can.
We can certainly try.
You kidding me?
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Alright, so first... to get some of these crabs out of the way. Okay. I think you're the only one left? Oh, a little too soon for that one.
Let's try.
Get down. Stunned. Alright, yeah, I can't do that fire for too long, though. Oh no! Oh! I forgot. I'll go ahead and do this just to start him staggering.
Too slow.
Alright, burn them all. Crap. Almost half staggered. And done. So something I've noticed, it feels like Bahamut's abilities are actually better suited for groups of enemies. Because everything I'm seeing, like, it seems like it's a good crowd control. You've got the one that shoots the balls of fire that attack multiple enemies. The flamethrower thing can attack several enemies in a little cone of fire. But when it comes to actually doing damage to bosses, it doesn't feel like it does much. I guess I should probably go back to Bahamut, or not Bahamut, Titan, whenever I face off against bosses or any of the hunts, probably. I wonder if I can change that mid-battle. That would be good to know.
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade.
Very true.
Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
Oh,
A
goodness.
second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Well, here we go, then. Can I get closer? Oh. Can at least skip the ride up the lift. I guess we'll find out in this next battle. If it turns out to be a boss one, I'll try to switch to Titan. Oh, doesn't look like it. Alright, it does look like I can change it though, so that's good to know. But basically, I'll just want to make sure that I change to Titan and change the iconic abilities that I have whenever I'm facing off against a boss or a mid-boss.
They're headed for the rest.
We have
No,
to
they're
slow
not.
them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Too slow.
Not the chocobos. Burn.
You're finished.
Wait, what's the last one? Oh.
Something's coming.
Oh, no. Ah, Wade's here.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
You did.
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Let's see. Don't know what the best thing to do for this guy is. Ow. Okay, let me go ahead and switch this over to Titan. Oh, well that's good to know now.
Too slow.
Cannot see. Pull him down. Alright, surely that's gotta be it. There it is. Okay, but yeah, so I'll need to try to read the situation. If I think a boss battle is coming up, I'll need to switch to Titan to be ready for it.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
We did it!
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Very true.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear.
Oh, that's good.
Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
I mean, it's what
It
we
was
do.
a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready.
Very true.
The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Quest complete. Give me that money and that renown. Guardian's Scarf. Symbol of trust, loyalty, and undying friendship. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die. Cool.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Oscar. Who's he?
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did.
That's nice.
Sir Rodney's nephew.
Murdoch's name gets to live on.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
Fair point.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wayne and the other guardians are. I mean to say that.
I like the fact that he caught himself.
Right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
Gonna have him join us at the hideaway?
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
What is a squire?
And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
I don't know what a squire does. I'm not knowledgeable in this stuff.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
That's nice.
I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Better not.
We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale.
Oh,
I'll
good.
have one of my men escort Oscar to Benimir once he's said his farewells.
Alright, Torgal, I didn't get to do this earlier, so come here.
Torgal.
There we go. I needed that. Don't mind me, guys. I need to pet my wolf puppy. Okay, so this is going to be where the hunt is. Now, unfortunately, there's no obelisk that's nearby, so that's fun. Jaw's the closest one. So I think instead of flare breath, I'm actually going to do satellite. Because the flare breath doesn't seem to do that much damage. And the satellite I might just keep around me while I'm battling. Seems like a good idea. Alright, well here we are. This little side area that I've saw before. And here's our dude that we gotta fight.
Careful.
What do you mean careful? 10 of clubs. Please, you're only a rank B. I've seen worse.
Another God's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. Show empty your pockets.
Oh! He attacks very fast. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Better already.
Stagger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And stagger. And keep hitting him. Oh, okay. So apparently that execution move does some good range damage there. Okay. I don't think so. Well. Now I know to stay back for that one, though. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, there's the stagger. Ah. Keep hitting him. Keep hitting him. Stagger him. Yes. Burn. No problem. Notorious Mark. Another Scarletite. Sweet.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Okay, as cool as it is to fight with Bahamut, I think I'm going to stick with Titan, because he's just much more useful in so many ways. Alright, Lubor, what's going on?
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Absolutely.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, thanks for nothing.
But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem.
I mean, I could just go find the guys and get your stuff
it
back.
won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Down the rabbit hole. I get it.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
He's the desert hare. What's going on in here? Everybody settle down.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you.
Victor.
Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
That woman eyeing me?
What's he doing here?
That's a good question.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Alright, I will handle it.
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
No problem, Victor. We'll help you out. Also, I know this is sad, but I'm having trouble remembering who Victor is. I knew he looked familiar, but God, I do not remember that story at all.
See my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly.
We won't let it.
What to do? Both
Right.
sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
Very true.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
I go deal with the bandits?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
So what am I going to be doing?
Pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
What am I gonna do?
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
So we're gonna be playing the bandits in. They're gonna run us off and be confident in themselves. Is what I'm sensing. I think I remember now. Victor, I think, was the guy whenever we first saw Clive as Sid, and he got led into that trap. I think Victor was the guy he was working with. Maybe. I'll have to look that up and see if that's correct.
Anything I can interest you in?
Well, what have you got here? The Desert Dims. Sweet.
My thanks.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now.
What?
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
The question mark next to his name is
I
killing
was
me.
just telling the good lady of our conversation,
Oh my
my
God.
lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
Good.
But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Apparently Clive's not as good of an actor as he thought.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Alright, but first,
It
we
appears I
have
have
to
no
go
choice
talk
but
to
do what
Conrad.
little I can to defend what little we have.
Mummy,
Good for you, Natalie.
I'm scared.
Picture it, Conrad.
Alright, what am I supposed to be for Victor here? Oh.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
I'm thinking of Final Fantasy
Pleasure, my
IV.
lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
Question
As
mark.
I told you,
I love
summoned
that.
the
It's
commander
amazing.
here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
See, Clive, that's how you do it. That's how you act. Good job, Jill.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt.
No, it's because Jill
And
was
there's
just
a reason
a great
why
actor.
I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
That's true.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
I like this running theme that Clive is just... I mean, he's not stupid, but he's definitely not the best when it comes to subterfuge and all of that, like lying and stuff.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
Time to fight.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
Oh.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Well, good. Deal with them all at one time. Let's do it.
I have a favor to ask.
I'll take them
I'm
out.
told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together.
Hell yeah.
The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
True.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Come on, Clive. By hold them off, I'm assuming you're meaning we're gonna kill them. It's gonna be no problem.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
Okay, anyways, I'll do this.
I'll take that one.
These are all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Okay, well, it's gonna be hard to do that. Whenever they keep dying. Okay.
Too slow. Nice try.
Alright, I think this is about to be it for you. And goodbye. No problem at all. Think I got hit one time in all of that? Sweet.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
We go back and everybody's just dead.
We should hurry.
Bandits are just overrunning the town. Like, oh, well, that's a sad ending here, I guess. Oh, and your fighting was so good. So was yours. Yours was amazing. Shake hands. Do it.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Alamil.
Everybody gets along.
Conrad
Isn't that
seems
just
to have
sweet?
had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Quest complete. Sweet. And that's all for Dalmekia. Okay, we're back in the hideaway because I'm going to be saving the trip to Sam Breck until next time. First of all, I want to hear Darkest Before Dawn. Okay, Desert Dims. Yeah, I think I preferred the other desert one, the one that was like the chill groove. I do like the eeriness of this one though. Yeah, so two good ones. Not bad. Alright, we've got reading table, missive. How fares the rest? From Martha. The Guardians are getting along with the Axes fine enough. Working to shore up the rest walls, we're not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akasha had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all. If you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us. We'll tap you with a cask. Martha. Thank you, Martha. Flames burn bright from Wade. You have an uncanny talent of showing up when you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the tall. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. So as you can see, he has already learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you, Wade. That's sweet of you. Dramatis personae. The Guardian League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Loophole. Here's your problem, Clive. You're terrible at lying, so just think of it how it's supposed to be. Acting is just telling the truth in character. That's what they teach you, I think. It's funny, I have been acting since I was young. I've only taken like a few drama classes in high school, and that's it. I probably do need to actually go to school for that at some point if I want to make it as an actor. And finally, Desiree with
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
something.
Come to claim your just desserts.
Something here. Alright, a pall lifted. Hugo's men are gone, and with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment. It is you who we have to thank. The Dollar Spicer. Oh, holy crap. I was just seeing the different crafting materials, and all of a sudden I see ability points 1500. That's
You earned this.
excellent. Alright, so the next one is going to be at 1120. And we got an orchestrion roll and 1 amber.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Forgot that we have something new for the Wall of Memories. A Guardian's Scarf. With this tippet, dyed red for the flames of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosarian brothers, does Sir Wade pledge not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. Very nice. Okay, I wanted to check the hunt board one more time, and apparently Nektar has something else to tell us. I'm not going to be able to read this all, so... Bottom of the Zemeckis Basin.
What did you find down there?
A deeper understanding, Kupo. From the outside, it seems so serious. Where's the water go? Why does it never fill up? What's behind the waterfalls? Questions of flew in to find the answers to. Kupo instead found something out about myself. I can't swim, Kupo. Thank you, Nektar, for that enlightening conversation. Anyways. Okay, so I'm wondering, because there's this area over here that it looks like I haven't explored yet. Kind of wondering if that final hunt is over here. I kind of want to just head over here and see what it is that that I haven't found yet. Okay, so I'm guessing this gate was not open before? Maybe? And also it got very quiet. Oh, got a fallen chest here. Ring of the Marksman. What is this? Increases the will damage of magic by 10%. That's not too bad. Okay, yeah, this definitely looks like it's going to be a battle. So this is a good time to go ahead and save. Well, with this ominous looking scene ahead of us, I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. It's good to be getting back into this, just because, again, it has been a while since I've recorded. I'm hoping I can be done with this in like the next 3 recording sessions, hopefully, because obviously Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is actually out today, the day that I'm recording. So I'm very excited to get into that one. But unfortunately, I guess not unfortunately, but I do want to finish Final Fantasy XVI first. I would hate to stop in the middle of it. I don't know exactly how long is left. It feels like we're getting close to the end game, but I could be wrong about that. I mean, just the fact that we have taken out the Empire's crystal, we have over half of the... well, actually, we should only have 2 left, it looks like. Odin and Shiva's powers. So I would assume we're getting somewhat close to the end game, but I don't know. I am hoping, though, that I can finish it soon-ish. Because, again, I'm very excited to get into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's kind of my goal, is to try to wrap this up quickly. I will not be checking out the DLC for this yet, only because I think only one of the DLCs is currently out. I think the other one is supposed to come out sometime this spring. But because both of them are not out, and because I want to get into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I'm probably going to save that for another time, but I definitely will record that as well, just to see what it's all about. With all that being said, though, I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 videos. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying these videos and this series as a whole, as well as check out the channel for another Let's Play, as well as a bunch of reviews. With all that being said, and with one final pet for Torgal,
You were right, boy.
I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.